Hi, and welcome to my living room version of OsteoUp Class. Since we're having to work out at home, this is my home, this is my dog, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with class. I hope this works out for you. And we're just gonna lift up and take a deep breath. We have the tie 4 in standard position with hands in both loops. Exhale and bring it down. Good, do that again. Inhale up. And exhale and come down. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time. I want you to take your feet a little wider. Inhale up. Grab your hands together and push the sky away as you exhale. Feel taller. Inhale. Exhale and bend to your left as I bend to my right. Inhale back up and you're gonna bend to the right now. I want you to push yourself into your left leg. Inhale up and exhale and push yourself into your right leg. Let your head hang. Inhale, exhale, and push yourself into your leg. Good. Come back up to the top. Exhale as you bring your arms down. Good. Grab onto your leg bungees at your thighs. Bring your hands up to your hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and push the bungee away. Open up the chest. Oh, that feels so good. And you can kind of loosen your head a little bit. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bring it in and release. Good. Once again, push it forward and away. Inhale. You are in my house and my child is doing his homework. And release. One more time. Inhale, exhale, push it forward and away. Open it up. Feel a nice big stretch in your chest as you're breathing. Good. Exhale, bring it in. All right. Now I want you to take the bungees up by your ribs. Grab a hold of it. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to take your left hand and push your bungee down. Let your head hang. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, push the other one. Come up and over and push it all the way down. Let your head hang. Just go as far as you feel comfortable. Inhale. Exhale, come up and over, all the way over again. Let your head hang. Try not to twist. You want to go straight over like you're in between two panes of glass. Inhale, exhale, come on up and over. One more like this. Yeah. Good. Inhale, exhale. Use that other bungee to pull you up into standing position. Grab both the bungees at your ribs. Inhale, exhale, push it straight down and pull your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Release that. We're going to do that again a couple more times in succession. I'm going to push it down and release. Push it kind of down and back this time. And release, and push it straight down, and hold it and breathe. While you're holding it here, take a deep breath. As you exhale, turn your chin to the left, and look at that wall, chin to shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn your chin to your right shoulder, and come back to center. Inhale. Exhale and release. Good. Shake out your hands. Bring your feet in just a little bit. Nice. So you're in your living room. So I'm just kind of going to go from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. If we're going too fast, you can hit the pause button at any time. I don't want to waste a whole lot of time, and it's kind of hard for nobody to talk back to me. But I hope you enjoy this. So grab your bungees at your thighs. I want you to put your pinkies against your thighs. This has become a new thing for me that I really like, this starting position. I want you to put your weight into your heels. Make sure your knees are soft. I'm sorry, you probably can't see my feet because of my dog. But weight's in your heels, knees are soft, hips are tucked forward, not back, and your shoulders are back. And you got the bungees at your thighs with your pinkies on your thighs. And you're just going to lift straight up with an open palm, or you can grab onto it if you want. And what I want you to do now is glue your elbows to your ribs as you're lifting up and lowering. Good. Now the tendency with this is to try to pull your shoulders up while you're doing it. What I really want you to fight against that urge and just use your biceps, this right here, while you're lifting and lowering. Good, you're gonna feel your mid-back start to kick in a little bit. You're gonna feel that like underneath of your back ribs. You're gonna feel it in your back there. And you feel kind of awkward in this weird position, but that's okay because we're really igniting those stabilizing muscles. Two more here. One, keeping those elbows locked into your ribs. Really squeeze those armpits together. And up and down. Good. Shake out your arms just a little bit. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider. I don't know if you can see Electra. Is she? Can you move? She's like, no, I'm happy here. Okay. All right, so my feet, if you can't see them, are a little bit wider than shoulder width. So my shoulders are out here and my feet are a little wider than that. I have parallel feet, so my heels and toes have equal distance between them. We're gonna take the bungees with our thumbs. We're gonna push back slightly on the bungee and let the bungee pull your shoulder blades down in the back. And just a nice gentle stretch up here in your chest area. Isn't that nice? And breathe. Good. Now, keep your hands where they are. Straighten your elbows a little bit more. Open your palms. And we're going to push back behind us. You're going to feel this in your bicep. You're going to feel this in your elbow because you're not used to keeping your elbows straight. But I really want you to concentrate on when you start to feel it in the back of your arm, when it starts to get warm in that tricep area. And breathe. Oxygen is a happy thought. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it back, take a deep breath. As you exhale, release and shake out your shoulders. Good. Before you do too much else, grab onto those bungees and pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then do it again. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. One more time. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Good. Let the bungees relax. Grab them at your hips or thighs, and we're just going to do a little twist. Very nice. Okay, let's get our legs involved a little bit more. So our feet are still in that little wider than shoulder width position. We're going to grab onto the bungees at our hips, and we're going to just push out to the sides just a little bit. We're going to stick our bottom back, and we're going to lower our body with our knees doing all the bending and lowering, but our knees don't have any pressure because all the weight's in our heels. And we're going to keep our head and chest up as we're going up and down. So all the movement really is coming from the hips. So stick that bottom back and lower. Push through your heels as you come up. There shouldn't be any pressure in your toes, no pressure in your knees. So push it out, lower it. You're going to feel it in the back. Very nice. Do a couple more, just for fun, because these feel so good. Good. You're starting to feel it a little bit in your quads. You're feeling it a little bit in those hip flexors that are moving and those low back area too. And let's do one more just for fun. Push it back, lower it down. Remember to keep those toes loose. And come back up to standing. Good. Shake out your arms just a little bit. Now we're going to push out on the bungee. And we're going to go up on our toes. And come back down. And I really need my dog to move so you can see my toes. How about I move a little bit? I don't know if you can see me over here. I think you can. Up and down. When she's 14, almost 15, and she can't hear a blessed thing, we just let her lay. Let her sleep it off. That's all she does all day. Up and down. Good, one more time. Up and down. Nice. Shake out your arms, shake out your legs, shake out your back and your hips. All right, now we did the little squatty thing and we did the little toe thing. We're gonna put it all together. So this is a one great big movement. So we're gonna start with our hands at our thighs and we're gonna triangle out. And what we're gonna do first is we're gonna stick our bottom back and lower to that little squat. Good, now we're gonna push through our heels, come back up to a standing position, then continue up onto your toes. Very nice. Down, push bottom back, lower into the squat, and breathe. Breathe as you're doing this. Come up on your toes. Good. So you're basically slowly rocking your weight between your heels and your toes. Very nice. I know this is getting your arms too. That's a good thing. Multitasking. Go back down. Make sure you stick that bottom back. Try not to stick your bottom on anything that's going to poke you. And do it one more time. Oh, I did have that cup of coffee, didn't I? Push it all the way up to the top. And good. And shake out your shoulders. All right, I'm going to come back to center just because I feel awkward standing off to the side here. And I want your arms out nice and wide to the sides. Now what I want to do is squeeze your shoulder blades together so your hands actually should come back further. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, just gently bring them together, but keep those elbows nice and straight. Good. Now when you're in this position, you might notice that your hips have tilted backwards. I want you to bring them back under. Weights in your heels and your knees are soft, so you're still standing there. So now you're kind of pushing a little bit back against that bungee. Now I want you to stay in this position as you open those hands back up. And what you're gonna find is when you get to about here, these muscles under your ribs start to take over and it keeps your body from going forward. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your body stable as you bring it across. And this is really, really hard to do. So kudos for trying. Open it up. Nice and slow. You want those front muscles to take over as you're opening. And then as you bring it closed, you want those back muscles to take over. It's really hard to do. Good. And open. You can breathe on your own however you feel necessary. Just make sure you have oxygen coming in and CO2 going out. And open. Good. Bend your elbows and shake it out. That is a full core everything exercise because normally when you're going back and forth like this, your body wants to sway back and forth into it. I don't want those hips moving. I want the arms to be the only things that are moving. But in order for that to happen, all the obliques, the TVAs, the back, everything has to be really rock solid to keep you from moving back and forth. So that's really hard. Good job. All right, now we're gonna bring our arms in front. Again, weights in your heels, hips are tucked under, knees are soft, shoulders are back and relaxed. Right. And breathe. The more you breathe, the more relaxing this can be. Now you see my elbows are starting to waver, right? So I'm gonna push myself to keep them straight. I want you to take your left hand, keep your right hand exactly where it's at, open your left hand to the side by itself, take it back as far as it'll go, and then bring it directly back in. Don't move your body, just your arm. Very good. Now, take your right hand, leave your left hand stable, open your right hand all the way out, try to keep it as level as possible, as far back as it'll go, and then slowly bring it back in. This is really tough. Shoulders. Bend your knees a little bit more, stick your hips a little bit further forward. Open up the left hand, try to keep that elbow straight. I know you're feeling it in your shoulder because I am. And bring it back in. And breathe, please. All right, one more time on this side. We're going to take that out to the side. Keeping this arm stable. Everything else stays put. And bring it back in. Good. Gently bend your elbows. And then shake out your shoulders. Doesn't that feel good? All right. I'll make sure I'm not going to hit anything. I'm going to take a step and a half forward. You guys can do whatever you need to. We're going to do some windmill to loosen up those tight shoulders that we just got. You're going to take your one arm up and turn and look behind you as you watch your fingers come down in the back and then come back to center. And then take your other arm up and turn and look behind you and watch your fingers come down that back wall and come back to center. Now look at your fingertips on the floor and you're going to watch your fingers go all the way up and over. You're going to inhale on the way up and exhale as you watch your fingers come down that back wall and back to center. Inhale the other hand up and exhale as you watch those fingers come back down. Good. Do one more on each side. We're going to watch it go up. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Oh, and breathing feels so good. It just feels good to breathe. Okay, now, I want you to take your right bungees and put all of the loops on your left hand. And we're going to bring our feet together. Now I want you to keep your left hand palm up as you reach towards that side wall. And then you take your right hand and grab your leg bungee. And you're going to push it in the opposite direction. So now you feel counterbalanced. And you're going to put all your weight onto your left leg. So again, keeping that knee soft and the hip tucked under. So the weight's actually in your bottom and in your quad, not in your knee. And your toe of your right leg is just kind of there for moral support. And you're just going to lift straight up with the leg and bring it right back down. Good. You're just bringing it directly up and letting it come back down. And you're trying not to shift your weight as you do it. So one thing, if you find that you're teetering, instead of having your arm triangled out to the side, bring it in front of you and use it as an assistant to pull your leg up in the front. And slowly pull it up and put it back down. Good. So the leg is always, when you lift your legs up in front of you, you always want them to come out front. We're trying not to do this number because we don't want to tax our knees so much. And we want to work our hips in the right direction. So this hand is still over here. Good. If you got some wobble in that left leg like mine just did, that's a really good thing. And last time, and we're going to lift it up and put it down. Very good. Shake that out, and we're going to switch over to the other side. You can move your legs in and out if you need to. She's asleep, isn't she? Okay, so your right hand is going out towards the right wall. Feet are together, bungees triangled out. I want to start with the triangle and then go move to the lift, okay? So all your weight is on that right leg. The left toe is just on the floor for moral support to start. And then we're going to try to lift it up in front and put it right back down. Good. Lift it up and put it back down. Good. Now let's move the bungee in like we did before. And we're just going to lift the leg with the arm and then put it back down. 90 degrees is the goal. If you're just getting your foot off the ground like this and just getting it so you can like feel that other leg is working, that's fine. We're working up to being able to slowly lift it all the way up and put it all the way down. It's all a process. Lift and lower. Breathe. Breathing is always good. And one more. Good. And put that down. take it all out. I know you're feeling it in your hip flexors. You're feeling it in the front of your shins and your calves, everywhere. So we're gonna take our bungees now and we're gonna pull them out so that your hands are out of them and cinch them up so that they feel equal on both sides. And then we're gonna cross the bungees behind you and put your fingers in that first loop. And I hope y'all know where we're going with this because this is my favorite part. And I'm gonna put my feet really wide, as wide as I can stand it. Oh, for now, it's uncomfortably wide. And I'm gonna reach back and take a deep breath and exhale and bring it forward. Good. And let that bungee do the pulling as you reach back and inhale. Exhale and bring it forward. Nice little massage in that mid-back. Inhale back. Exhale and bring it forward. Good. Now, put all your weight into your heels. You're going to stick your bottom back and lower, bend your knees. So all the weight now is here and a little bit in that sits area of your bottom. I'm going to reach back. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to stick your bottom up and hinge forward at the hips. Oh, hello, hamstrings. And I'm going to do the little airplane, just a little kind of a twist it into it, just kind of settle down in. I also feel it on the sides of my shins, but that's, you know, everybody's going to feel it differently, but we really want to feel it in those hamstrings. Good. If you've been airplaning, come back to center, take a deep breath. As you exhale, you're going to scoop the bungee and pull yourself back up to standing. Now, I want you to hold it here and breathe. Don't want you to get lightheaded. Very good. Now, add a little twist. Good. I'm going to do that one more time. So our feet are wide, weights in our heels, toes are loose. You're going to bend your knees, put all your weight in your heels, so you got to stick your bottom back to do that, but head and chest stay up first. Inhale, take a deep breath, reach back. Exhale. I know y'all love me. Reach back, stick your bottom up, and exhale as you hinge forward. I was getting ahead of myself. Oh, I hope everybody likes these images. I feel silly. Good. Now, deep breath. Exhale, scoop it and pull yourself up. When you get to the top, push your hips forward and feel a big stretch in those hip flexors. There goes my voice. And come back to center and twist it. All right, bring your feet in just a tiny bit. You know, if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you laugh at, right? Reach back. Take a deep breath. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. As you exhale, stick your bottom up and hinge forward at the hips and feel that big stretch going all the way from your tailbone all the way down back your legs. Ooh, that feels good. Very tight today. Cloudy days make me tight. All right, keeping your head and chest up so your back is nice and flat. Feel that stretch in the back. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, scoop the bungee and help yourself come up and then push your hips forward when you get to the top. We're going to push it forward and get a full hip rotation in there. Good, come back. And then give a twist as you breathe normally. Using the bungee helps you to add that little twist. All right, we're gonna do that one more time. So we're gonna reach back, take a deep breath. Exhale, stick the bottom up and hinge forward at the hips, keeping your head and chest up. And you can sink down in, you can kind of wiggle yourself down into it, or you can just hold it stable. Either way, we're trying to get a really nice stretch in the back, low back, and all the way down the back of the legs. Thumbs are still out, so try not to flip your thumbs backwards. Good. Inhale. As you exhale, scoop it and pull yourself into standing and stick your hips way forward when you get to the top. Oh, that feels so good. Hip flexors are so happy with this. Good. Come back to neutral, grab onto your leg bungees, and add a little twist. All right, bring your feet back in. Shake your legs out a little bit. We're gonna put our bungees back on the regular standard position. And we're we're gonna just take a deep breath up. Nice and slowly reaching up to the sky and push against the bungee as you're bringing it back down to neutral. Good. Inhale out, big, 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 big. Big rotation. Right about here, you're starting to push and you're really pushing away against that bungee. And exhale. And bring it down. Now let your hands fall out of the bungee and do that again. Inhale up. Looking up. And then exhale as you bring it back down. Nice. Inhale up. Take your fingers and plug them into your ceiling. Whatever that looks like for you, reach as high as you possibly can. Exhale as you flip your hands forward and take your elbows and scrape that back wall. And you feel everything stretching and moving. It's lovely. Inhale up. And flip your hands forward and exhale and scrape the back wall with your elbows. Very good. Take your tie 4 and just let it fall behind you or at the floor, wherever you are. Feel that 5-second float. It was so nice. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Inhale up, just normal. Oh, good. Exhale down and give yourself a pat on the back. You survived your home workout. Thank you very much.